about social culture between Morocco and Malaysia. It started with Morocco. Morocco located in South Africa. Not also that, Morocco care about their family. They prefer live with their family. Morocco also have a diverse culture, which is Arab, French, and Berbers. The main religion at Morocco is Islam and belongs to Maliki. But the majority of the Morocco is Christian. Now we move to Malaysia. Malaysia located in Southeast Asia. Malaysia also have a multiracial races, which is Malay, Indian, Chinese, Iban, and Kadazan Dusun. Malaysia also celebrating like Hari Raya Aidilfitri, Chinese New Year, and Deepavali. Not also that, Malaysia care about other race to make harmonious to the country. Can you tell me about greeting between Morocco and Malaysia?
The same between Morocco and Malaysia. When we meet each other, same gender, we shake hand. For example, in Malaysia we have another races. For example, Indian, Chinese, Iban, and Kadazan Dusun. When we meet another races, we say hi, good morning, hello. For example,
Hi! Can you tell us about dress code between Morocco and Malaysia?
Of course. First, each region have a different traditional dress. And for Morocco, men wear a jilaba, and for women, they wear a kaftan. But mostly, women wear kaftan when they having a wedding ceremony. For Malaysia, they have three races. For Melayu, men wear a baju Melayu, and women wear a baju kurung. For Chinese, women wear a cheongsam, and men wear a tansu. And lastly, for Indian, men wear a dhoti, and lastly, sari for Indian women. Thank you.
Can you tell us about dining etiquette between Morocco and Malaysia?
Sure. So basically, Moroccan people will use their right hand and they will sit on carpet around their communal plate, and usually they eat from their bowls or communal plate. And also, Moroccan people have their own etiquette tea drinking. Usually the teapot will lift it high to make sure it creates some foam around the cup.
How about Malaysia?
Oh, for Malaysian people, there are quite similarity with Moroccan people. For example, the Malays will use their right hand to eat, and for the other races like Indians and Chinese will use their fork or spoon. And for Chinese people, they will use chopsticks.
Besides that, we are going to move to the next aspect, which is communication styles and language barrier. So for the first one, for the communication styles, for the Moroccans tends to be very careful with their communications, which is they will deliver or express their criticisms through their friends and will not direct face to face. For the Malaysia, for Malaysian people, they need or be indirect in communications, which is they will using proverbs in their communications to avoid a sense of disappointment. Okay, for the language barrier, for the Moroccans, they are using official language, which is they have a modern Arabic, and they have also a local language which called Darija. So for us, it is so difficult for us to understand about their language. For the language barrier for Malaysia, so Bahasa Malaysians is our official language. So we have a different ethnics. For example, Malay, Chinese, Indians, and indigenous groups. So for tourists who will visit Malaysia, so it might be difficult for them to understand about our local language and dialects. So it might be for them to bear this challenges. Moreover, we are going to the next, which is historical and contemporary interactions. So for the Morocco, in previous we can see they just only dependent on the raw materials, but in recent times we can see that they have commercialized and exporting their materials such as chemical fertilizers and insulated wire to the various all of the country. For the Malaysians, in the previous we can see that they are having agriculture as activities which is on a small scale and to support their daily life. But now they having these agriculture products, but they have commercialized and exporting to the new countries.
Malaysian and Morocco's culture diverge in architecture and heritage, with the Moroccan pavilion in Malaysia attracting tourists and symbolizing cultural exchange. Potential obstacles to cross-cultural communication between Malaysia and Morocco could come from disparities in language, communication styles, and cultural norms. Malaysian and Moroccans communicate similarly, but with care to avoid offending others. Moroccans use hand gestures and facial expression when words are insufficient.
Strategy for effective intercultural communication. First, international communication skill. Second, learn and explore other culture. And the last is applying respect and tolerance of various races. And the last part is about personal reaction on the social culture. For me, one on identify is very important to me because it opens us to understand and appreciate other people's culture. From this, we could learn the uniqueness of other culture, which is could enhance our knowledge.